I did not tell him. I have 4 children from 2 different people. I wanted to wait. From my point of view, he's just playing games.
This is a masterclass in gaslighting and redirection. Right, let's talk about it.
I did not tell him. I have 4 children from 2 different people. I wanted to wait. From my point of view, he's just playing games. I need to see more action. And I told him this today, and he got upset. He said that I lied. I understand. That is very disappointing to hear. I should have told you sooner. But please understand where I'm coming from. Why I didn't say. That's what he wanted me to say. Because he likes to do that a lot. Ask anybody if you would have done this, what they would have said. They would have said, I'm right. And I tell him, your world seems to be very black and white. Mine is colorful.
Did you ask in the beginning, do you have, and you didn't tell him the correct amount?
No, I didn't.
That's concerning.
That's a little more than it's concerning. It's she lied to you in the very beginning of the relationship because she's waiting for you to become emotionally invested into the situation with the kids, and then she's going to drop, hey, this is what actually the truth is, if she ever gets around to that, because at that point it becomes actually painful for you to leave. It's you're taking off the band-aid and it's already got the scar tissue and it's yanking it off, or it's like cutting off a limb. You've already become attached. But the takeaway, what we want to focus here is very simple thing. You don't have to stay in relationships, right? You don't. You don't have to stay in something that's actually not serving you. As men, we have a tendency to put duty above all else. And we've said this very early on this channel. You don't have to do that. This is one of those times you need to take the playbook that women use, right? And you need to thumb through that and say, oh crap, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this play. I'm gonna take this play. I'm gonna take this play. At this point, this isn't serving you. You listen to her justify why she told you she lied to you by omission, whatever way you want to call it, into somehow still being your fault, into somehow saying that you see the world in black and white. My world is colorful. Cool. This is how you interact with me, and my world is black and white. You should have told me what it is, not dancing around the truth, not trying to throw rainbow colors in it to make it seem like it's softer. Now it's my fault because the way I reacted to what I would have said, is something wrong with that. You don't have to do these things. Men, we need to get very comfortable with being alone by ourselves instead of jumping and staying in things. 1, because of duty. 2, because we're afraid of just kind of being alone. We too should come to grips with dying alone. That way, at least you could be selective. Even if you're not the most handsome, the most rich, the most intelligent man, you still deserve better than this. You still deserve better than someone that did you wrong and very, very soon is demonstrated the inability to say, hey, you know what? You're right. I should have told you this. Flat out. Stop. Then later on, we can now talk about here's reasons why I was afraid of saying something like this. But before you continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still going strong. Still trying to do 2 a day, right? We got merch in the store, so hype the video, share the video. So when we talk about all the time, when we say the amount of baby daddies you have and the amount of kids you have matters. And when women try to push back and say it doesn't, this is a clear example of clearly it matters because you would have led with it. You wouldn't have lied to him about what your actual situation is. You would just flat out say, yeah, this is what I got going on. I have 4 kids, 2 different dads. Don't make it not an issue for him. Don't make it seem like, no, he'll be fine with this, so therefore I didn't tell him because I knew he would be fine with it. No. You don't value his opinion. You value him being there, what he may be able to do for you financially. But even in that, you cannot at least demonstrate some form of saying, hey, I appreciate this. I'm grateful for this. I have to make it seem, and if you have experienced something like this, let me know down in the chat. I have to make it seem like I'm doing you the favor by being with you. So I get unreasonable. I try to make things your fault. I try to make it seem like, yo, you don't see it like this. I've got 4 kids. I'm coming to you. Not one of these kids are yours. There's 2 other baby daddies in the picture. They can come. Maybe they're around. Maybe they're not. I don't know the situation. Yet you are lucky to be with me. All of this works. It only works because you buy it, because you believe it, because you accept it, because you think, yes, this obviously is the right thing. This is obviously how it's supposed to go. But it's not the truth. You can look at these things objectively, look at them black and white, like she accuses you of being, accuses you of looking at stuff, and say, you know what? I don't got to do this. I'd rather be by myself. This is just a great example of, they both sound young. This is a great example of sometimes you need to walk away, take that time, do the work on yourself. And no one wants to hear that it's going to take you, 5, 10, 15 years to get yourself in that position where you don't have to simply settle for this. If it turns out you want a single mom of 4, you can get that later on in life without a problem. I guarantee you make something yourself, you can get that without a problem. This is not a special thing for you to hold on to. I have to deal with this level of disrespect. I've got to deal with this level of gaslighting in a house where I'm contributing to 4 other people, 5 people. Why most men are looking at this and say, brother, leave. Brother, leave. We don't understand the idea. And this is what we say on this other side, people that have done the work, people that have made it, people that have actually done, made something themselves. And you see the dating landscape now, you have to say to yourself, well, why would I sign up for being the 5th most important person in my own house? And if those bad baby daddies come around, now I'm demoted to 7. Why would you sign up for that? And again, I get it. If you got that gratitude, if that's something that was important to you, you needed it, your ego needed to be charged that way. I get it. That can come from early childhood trauma. That can come from wounds. That can come from not feeling like you're living up your potential. I get that. If that's what you're going for, you're still not getting it. It's still not available. She's not looking at you and saying, I'm so happy to be with you. I'm so grateful that I'm with you. No, she's talking to you about you in front of your face, like, yo, I can grab another one of you just like that. And maybe she can. Maybe that's where the confidence comes on. But I think it comes from holding up a facade of understanding the minute he starts looking at these things objectively, he's going to realize he can do better. And in me on the dating market with 2 baby daddies or kids, I'm not going to do so well. So it's odd. Instead of showing that gratitude, I'm going to make him think that this is the best thing he will ever do. You can accomplish that positively without the negative reinforcement by telling him you're so grateful for him being here. I want to be open. I want to be honest. What can I do for you? Because you do so much for me. You give me the security. I've been with these guys. It hasn't worked out, but here you are. You saw more of me than just what my circumstance was. How do I make you better? How do I pour into you? One would think that's what you'd be getting. Instead, you got lies. You got gaslit. Right? You got your issues. You're walking up and down fuming. You don't got to do that. You can just leave. You can just get in the car and say, hey, when you get back home, pack your stuff. You and the kids. Hey, you want to be generous about it? Hey, you got 30 days to get up out of here. Call the baby daddies. Call the second one that I didn't know about and do what you got to do. I think that's a much better way. You be stoic about it. You're not groveling. You're not jumping up and down. You're not screaming. But even way the guy asking advice, the way he said it, hey, okay, no, that's a huge issue. That's a huge breach of trust right up front. Stop, full stop. Don't listen to the gaslighting. Put that to it and say, yeah, we're not talking about that. Let's focus on why you lied to him right here. If you want this to work, because you see how he is right now, you want to make light of it. Listen, I know we make these videos, we highlight these videos so a lot of men can save themselves the heartache. And maybe not the ones that are watching the channel, maybe not the ones that subscribe to the channel, but maybe they may know someone else they can share the video with and say, yeah, you don't have to live like that. That's the hope. That's the idea. That's how we protect the brand. But listen, if you disagree, if you've got better ideas, you've got another way of doing it, let me know down in the comments below. If you see videos on your screen, take a look at those. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm just trying to build something dope. See you in the next one.